Okay, this is just a very quick message. It's getting late now. Darkness is beating me. I'll be as quick as I can. Quick message really to two people, Andrew and Lena. But it's to everybody. Both of you, if you get a chance, please watch the last message I put up here before this one. It's, I think, says Russell Brand, Dan Wootton, et al. And then it mentions Johnny Cash there in the description. Just have a look at that and you'll get an idea of where I'm coming from today onwards. You might not agree with me, but you'll get an idea. But just in reply to something that Lena's wrote and something that Andrew wrote, I think you was the young lady that left a couple of days ago and said this was just a gossip channel, and there is a lot of gossip on there, you're right, and not a proper news or information channel. And again, you're right. Though I do cover many, many subjects, and I try to cover them reasonably thoroughly, but without flinging all my arms around and stuff like your mate Russell does, and without a script normally. So I just talk off the top of my head. And I'm not as clever as Russell, as I've already stated. I never had the education he's had. I've not read up as he has. He's more educated than me. But a couple of things. Something that you brought up, Lena, then we'll go with Andrew. I think you said, Lena, that he's not yet guilty. He's not been found guilty. And those that follow him think he should go through due process and be innocent till proven guilty. You won't have seen every video I've done, Lena. The reason being is I say this to people on a regular basis. I'm a small channel. It doesn't get watched by many, whereas he's got, 6.7 million subscribers on YouTube. I've got 700. I've not even got the 0.7. I've got point 7. Many of the videos I do won't even get to you, because if you don't subscribe and you don't click notifications, you won't see them. So you won't know all I've done on Brand. I've said from the outset that I've never liked him, never. His job title is comedian, or was. I don't think he's a comedian because I've never laughed at anything he's done really. I don't think he's funny. So I think he's stealing a living there. He's gone on to this new living now where he's got all you followers and you all like him and whatever else and you all like what he does. But in between career 1 and career 2, there's now become lots of allegations of things he's done wrong. And I do believe that the old no smoke without fire. And I think there's that many people coming forward and it's getting more by the day. I think there's going to be something in it. But as I've always said, if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong, I will be the first person in the world to hold my hands up on here and say, I'm sorry, I got it wrong, I owe Russell Brand an apology. And I'm not too big to do that. I can see my side and I can see your side. What I've asked followers of his on about 4 occasions now, I've not had one person yet say it, I've said, if it goes to court, some of these allegations, and he's found to be a rapist or abuser of women, will you still back him and follow him to the edge of a cliff like a lemming? Or will you say, wait a minute, I got it wrong. He's not the person I thought he was. He's something maybe of a charlatan. He's treated my fellow women badly and fellow human beings badly. And I can't follow him anymore and I've got no time for him. I've asked that on about 4 occasions. Not one person, not one, out of all the people that are defending him, and there's loads on him, in messages, I'm getting more defending him than not in messages. But I don't get loads of messages because I'm not a massive channel. But because many of you are watching the Russell Brand stuff because he's got many, many followers, the messages are going to be negative and I can cope with them. There's no problem. You're allowed to put them on here, as I've said before. I'll never block them. I'll never block you. You can put on what you want. As I say, Lena, I think you said you left the other day. You don't want to get involved in the channel because it's gossip. I think it was you. Yet you're back today messaging, which is fine. I love you being on here, love. I love everybody being on here. I've got no issue with it at all. But I think he's guilty. You think he's not, and that's fine. Do I think he deserves a fair trial? Of course I do. Everybody deserves a fair trial. This isn't a witch hunt by me. He said it's a witch hunt by the authorities, and you think it is. You all think it is. I'm not so sure it is. I think there's something in it, but there may not be. So that's it from me, regardless of what he does on his channel, regardless of what you get out of him. What you get out of him is different than I'm going to get out of him because I'm not a follower of his and never will be because I don't really like the guy to start with. If I don't like the guy to start with, I'm not going to be watching his channel. That's for you. Andrew, I've messaged you back saying, do you mind if I ask you a question? You've said that up to now he's not been found guilty and he deserves a fair trial. I agree with you on both points. You've also said, let's just say he's been with 100 women. He's been with thousands, but let's say it's 100. And of the 100 up to now, 4 have complained that he's either raped or sexually assaulted them. They're not bad figures. 96 have been happy with him. Surely in any walk of life, 96% thumbs up is good. And I would say, Andrew, okay, then I'll go with that. But my question to you, Andrew, is this. I've seen your photograph on your your, what's it called, your Google site, whatever else, you only look late teens, early 20s. You may be older. So I'm guessing you may have a girlfriend. If you've not got a girlfriend, you've probably got a sister. If you've not got a sister, you'll definitely probably have a mother, or will have had a mother. Whichever's most relevant to you. Let's say it's your girlfriend, your sister, or your mother. Okay? And let's say Russell Brand goes with 100 women. And of those 100 women, one of the 4 that is raped by him or sexually abused by him is your sister, your mother, or your girlfriend. Will you say, well, that's okay, because 96 people were happy with him? Or will you say, wait a minute, there might only be 3 others and my sister or my mother or my girlfriend that's unhappy, but they're my family. That's my girlfriend, I care about them. I'm not happy with what Russell Brand's done. And if you think about it like that, Andrew, isn't it a silly thing that you put there on the site? So 96 are happy with him, 4 aren't. That's a pass rating from you. As I say, I would suggest if one of the 4 that weren't were related to you or going out with you, I think you'd feel a whole lot different. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. As I say, if you get the chance, have a look at the Russell Brand, Dan Wooten et al., where it mentions Johnny Cash, and you'll get a good idea of where I'm coming from going forward, where women are involved. Anything where women are involved, I've decided I'm taking the side of the women until, that is, it's been proved that the women may be lying or making things up. Because yes, I do know that happens. But I think in more cases, women have been abused in one way or another and making nothing up and doing nothing wrong. They're just frightened to death of going to the authorities. Let me know what you think. Andrew, Anthony, I can't remember what it is, and Lena. Am I right, am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But that's a reply to both your messages. It would have took too long to type out.